Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, Duffy wants another $19 billion for ATC overhaul. FAA sides with Skydivers in 6-year airport dispute. Archer's piloted air taxi logs farthest flight to date. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Duffy wants another $19 billion for ATC overhaul. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, shortly after receiving $12.5 billion for the same cause, is looking for lawmakers to put another $19 billion towards the ATC system overhaul. It seems Congress won't bite until it sees meaningful progress from previous efforts. Duffy is signaling that what's been allocated so far barely scratches the surface of what he claims is needed for the full modernization effort. Lucky for him, the proposal has already earned some high-profile support. House Transportation Chair Sam Graves acknowledged that the $12.5 billion was never supposed to be the only contribution, calling it part of a larger plan that will inevitably require more money. Graves has pledged to help Duffy find funding. Enthusiasm drops considerably on the Senate side, where lawmakers are asking a fairly simple question: what has been done with the money already in hand? Senate Commerce Chair Ted Cruz stressed that before Congress even thinks about cutting another multi-billion-dollar check, the DOT will have to prove it can actually deploy the first round of funding effectively. The skepticism isn't limited to the Senate. Representative Troy Nehls, who chairs the House Aviation panel, noted that solving the national airspace system's woes would take a big number and a careful, patient approach. After the break, NBAA congratulates Chris Sununu as new A4A head.
Looking for a new generation of proven and efficient aviation power plants that boast modern engineering, electronic ignition, and both direct and gear drive systems? With 100 horsepower to 240 horsepower, the Skyline and Redline engines offer uncommon value in an overpriced industry. Whether you are looking for fixed wing or rotor, MW Fly Americas has been established to service the American market with dedication and expertise. MWFlyAmericas.com. The legendary BD4C program is building an exciting future for those who want a rugged 4-seat family flyer with a proven history. The SureWings program produces a complete kit and builder assist program that gives you everything you need to be flying a BD4CS in record time. For conventional kit builders, BD Aviation has parts, partial kits, and full kits for the 190-mile-per-hour BD4C that has logged thousands of hours. Visit SureWings.com and BDAviation.com for more detail.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. NBAA congratulates Chris Sununu as new A4A head. The National Business Aviation Association welcomed Chris Sununu, the former New Hampshire governor, as the new president and CEO of Airlines for America, who will assume the role on September 9th from Nick Callio, who is retiring after leading A4A for 15 years. Sununu was the governor of New Hampshire from 2017 to 2025. It's a state with over 200 incorporated towns, many of which are rural in nature and served by GA. Despite class losses, national championship air races get the FAA green light. Despite recent controversies, the FAA has given its approval for the national championship air races to continue, issuing accreditation letters that extend through August 31, 2027. The move allows organizers to move forward with the event's highly anticipated relaunch in Roswell, New Mexico. The FAA's decision followed a full review of NCAR's application, new course layouts, and pilot performance during May's Pylon Racing Seminar, the annual training program required for competitors. 5 of the 7 racing classes have received full clearance. Textron ATAC gets F-16 Chase Fighter Jet Award. Airborne Tactical Advantage Company announced it has received an initial task order award under the Combat Air Force's Contracted Air Services IDIQ contract to provide chase flight services for the Defense Contract Management Agency's F-16 aircraft. The task order contract stipulates that ATAC will provide contractor-owned and operated aircraft to the Department of the Air Force Foreign Military Sales Team for F-16 production test support. ATAC aircraft will fly in the chase position during F-16 first flights, as well as product assurance flights. E-130J gets Phoenix 2 moniker. The U.S. Navy Airborne Strategic Command, Control, and Communications Program Office and the Strategic Communications Wing 1 revealed the new official popular name for its new Take Charge and Move Out, or TACAMO mission aircraft, the E-130J Phoenix II. The popular name Phoenix II represents the mythical bird with the amazing ability to be reborn, a symbol of immortality, resurrection, and renewal. That's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. FAA sides with Skydivers in 6-year airport dispute. The FAA Office of Airport Compliance recently issued a director's determination that takes the side of a Nashville skydiving center, finally putting an end to a 6-year legal dispute. The agency pointed out multiple grant violations, unreasonable requirements, and purposeful inaction in its decision. The dispute traces back to 2019 with Go Skydive's initial business proposal to operate at John C. Toon Airport. Instead of responding in a timely manner, the Metropolitan Nashville Airport Authority dragged its feet for years, at one point imposing a $1 million liability insurance requirement that the FAA has since deemed unreasonable. By 2025, after multiple investigations and mounting evidence of apparent noncompliance, Go Skydive filed a formal complaint. The United States Parachute Association quickly got involved by helping to prepare filings and coordinate with regulators. The FAA has now ruled that MNAA's actions violated Grant Assurance 22, which requires economic non-discrimination at federally funded airports. The delays, unsubstantiated allegations, and excessive insurance demands were each cited as violations. On top of that, MNAA's refusal to finalize an operating agreement was judged to be unjust discrimination and a denial of access. This puts it squarely in violation of Grant Assurance 23, which prohibits exclusive rights. And after these messages, Archer's piloted air taxi logs farthest flight to date.
It's time to upgrade your power plant to the first FAA-certified clean sheet engine design in over 60 years. DeltaHawk's jet fuel-powered liquid-cooled turbocharged engine produces turbine performance at 40% better fuel efficiency of typical reciprocating engines, while also achieving exceptional reliability and significant reduction in cost of ownership. Reserve your engine package today at DeltaHawk.com.
Welcome back. Archer's piloted air taxi logs farthest flight to date. Archer Aviation's Midnight electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft has completed a 55-mile, 31-minute flight, marking its longest piloted flight to date. This, along with recent speed advancements, is a testament to the company's envelope expansion efforts ahead of FAA certification. The flight was conducted from Archer's test site in Salinas, California, with United Airlines executives on hand to witness the milestone. The test did not involve any crazy maneuvers. Midnight simply took off, flew the mission, and landed conventionally. However, Archer has been playing the long game to expand Midnight's flight envelope, with test flights in the prior week reaching nearly 150 miles per hour. The stated goal is not world records, but a predictable aircraft that regulators will actually sign off on. Archer CEO Adam Goldstein said, quote, "I was proud to be on the tarmac with the team for this flight. Crossing the 50-mile mark at speed is another clear step toward commercialization that shows the maturity of our program," end quote. 4 company test pilots are now flying Midnight on a regular basis, a point Archer sees as proof that the design is beyond the fragile prototype stage. The test pilot in command on this mission described the aircraft's handling as stable and consistent across the half-hour trip. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.